Well, I solved one problem. Let me go rest and level up, but I didn't solve the other problem. I'm trying to get on the Duskbloods server, the test server, but it's just not happening. I bought a bed, right?
Greetings.
Why are you just standing there? Do something.
Good morning.
I can't get in there.
Cautious is responsible
It's
for
you.
enchanted item
Hi.
recharge at the Mage's
What is
Guild.
it?
I bet.
Good thing he's cautious. I'd hate to have something go.
So I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna do this now and then get this out of the way. I have till 10 a.m. I think. Actually, I think I have till 11 a.m. Alright, let's rest for a bit. And let's level up. Alright, so we're going to do 5 here. I can't go up any higher than 99. Do this, this, this. So I've maxed strength already. Now, got to find out where I'm going to get some ghosts. I have 2 ectoplasm.
One castle near Coral is besieged by marauders. I wish I could go and save them.
Uh-huh. Good
We'll
day.
go.
How do you do?
I do better when I see you. We'll go to the Elven Ruins. I had to do that. Well, Nirnroot is just, you find Nirnroot. It's not a big deal. It grows around shorelines. Yeah, the Duskbloods, man. I was so excited that I got invited into it. All these big name rich boy influencers, they're all like invited and they all played the game for like 12 hours or whatever. Actually, no. And Fallen Cave goes through. And I wanted to get on myself.
On you.
Look at the money maker on you. I wanted to get on myself, but it keeps telling me it failed to log me in. So like I said, I have till 11 o'clock. I'm going to keep trying. I want to get at least one game in because I want to talk about it when I do my live stream on my main channel today. I want to talk about it, but there's not going to be much to talk about if I've never played it before. So I'm trying to break through. And when you cancel, it says you need an internet. So I'm like, yeah, I have that. You just got to let me in. You know what I mean? If it's a cursed mine, I guess I can check that out. Ambush. Okay. Let's try and see if the curse might. Oh. Banditi. Oh, yeah. Oof. I was going to say, you sounded like a woman, but because we're doing type 1s and type 2s, it's almost hard to tell sometimes. Alright, I guess there are going to be bandits in here? Yummy. It's a cursed mine, you'd think there'd be ghosts, but I get attacked by a bandit. No, I'm on level 10. You guys are behind the times again. And mud crabs. I don't want to deal with you mud crabs. Yeah, what a change, man. In the original version, that's all I would do. Every time I fought a woman, it was like, strip. Now it's like, what's the point?
Damn you.
Jeez. Oh yeah, I forgot. We got any ghosts in here? Oh, got my armor. Bow of Cold's not bad. I think this is the same as... Yummy. Well, that's not bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I still know how to talk to a woman, though. Like, talk to a lady. A real woman. Can I have, excuse me, 23. There we go. Bam. And you don't really get much out of it. I wanted something cursed, and I got you guys. What, your weapons cursed? What are you swinging there, pal? Dwarven War Axe would be interesting. Got any ectoplasm in here? Where's your weapon? You aren't swinging a dwarven axe. That's bullshit. You were swinging something that negatively affected me. Jeez, I can't clear my throat today. Well, this was a waste of time. Let's try to find those elven runes again. Oh.
Jump on my sword while you can.
Not gonna try to guard myself now. Dude, I'm max strength.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Well, yeah, I'm at max strength. You're supposed to be impressed, yeah. That's the whole
Do
point.
your worst. Yay!
I should be doing more damage than this. There you go. Leather is probably about the same in terms of defense. But I'm not undressing, dude. Sorry. The armor would have to be really, really top-notch for me to do that. Wait, what is my armor? Where is your mortarboard anyway? What's my armor setting? Alright, so... 9 kudos. Yeah, it's pretty much like 9-1. Yeah, no, mine's better. You sissy dork. Why does the dog have gold on it? You just feed your rats? You know when you do something and you're like, why did I do that? The gold here is like the ammo in Fallout. Further along you go. This is how you gain levels, kids. You take on stupid side quests. Where is the... More bandits?
Won't you die? Today you die.
A silver hammer, you'd pretty much be dead right now. Yeah, no, you would have been dead an hour ago. That's alright. Ooh, one of your repair hammers. Oh, nice. Up to 50 armor. Caterer. Come on, there's not one ghost out here. You ghosting me? Modern pop culture lingo is so fucking asinine. That's it, huh? Is that it? Not at all. I'm just getting warmed up. What the fuck? Holy crap. Ooh, my cool. Let's try that again without the dying. What did I step on?
Hello? Who's there?
Let me let you do it. Come here. I'm right here. Come on. Come here. Ah! Oh, it didn't work out.
That the
Ghosts!
best
Yay! Oh, it's just a guardian. No, fuck that. That's just their special ability. It won't give me any... No healing. I have bows I'm not using now. Nah. Didn't drop anything because it was just a guardian spirit. Yeah, the dark elves can do that. They can summon a guardian spirit. It's a ghost that clearly when you kill it doesn't leave any ectoplasm. But I got all excited because it was a ghost. So I wanted the ectoplasm. It's okay.
What's that?
Oh, you and your traps. You. I don't really need a two-handed hammer for blunt. If I wanted to use a shield or something. Alrighty. Well, I mean, I do need chainmail boots. That is true. I do. I don't need a cuirass and grease though. Oof. Come on. Sorry. It's not like I'm going to stop. I'm just going to apologize for my inappropriate behavior, but I won't stop. Even though they try to take the woman out of women in the United States or Western biased games all the time, which is fine. I can only say the United States because other countries, women are still women. It doesn't matter if, you know, especially Western Europe. I mean, whether or not England is what it used to be, they still have like Nuts magazine and stuff like that. The United States pretty much outlawed femininity because it's offensive, apparently. I think that's it, right? And that's pretty much what all this is trying to do, is appeal to this debauched fucking caveman society that acts like it's so much better than everybody else. Oh, stop with the traps already. But like I said, I used to do that all the time. Even in Skyrim, the women are women, and you can just...
You're pathetic.
Man, you're going to town on me, huh? I know you can block a giant hammer with the strongest man in the world by a fucking dagger, but there you have it. I've seen everything. Alright. Dwarven bow's not bad. You guys got good bows, I just can't really... Dwarven arrows. I should use bows sooner or later. Yow. They're covering up the somewhat flattened bosom with an undergarment, so that's interesting. Not as hot as it used to be, though. Because they used to be women. When you did the character creation, it said male, female. Oh, stop yourself. Ah. No, come on, man. Alright, fine, fuck you. I don't care. It's probably just some gold. I'm not gonna waste all my lockpicks on that. How the hell did you get up there? Hedge! What's a hedge wizard? Well, I'm not seeing any ghosts. So, there's a treasure chest, though. Hmm. I guess that's it. Out we go. Gotta leave. Nothing here. No ghosts. The only thing supernatural was the hedge wizard. Why am I glowing? Aha! And some of these mines and ruins are kind of twisted and warped and everything. So I need the map. Must have the book. Let's go like this. Alright, well, that was fun. Let's try to find something else to do. I have things to do. Well, hey, I died. Right? That never happens. Well, now I can't put strength up anymore. I gotta try to max out the other two main stats. And then I gotta put more into other things. Alrighty, so what do we have here? So we've got this. Alright, so we have... Good thing Nernroot has, like, no real advantage. All you gotta do is put an S in a condition. It's like, you know, if this many of more than one, you know, just simple mathematics. It's not friggin' rocket science, buddy boy. Why am I glowing still? I don't have any diseases, right? I don't know why glowing would be a disease, but it would be a disease to me in real life. Don't think you'd want to glow. I mean, when people say you're glowing, I don't think they want it to be, you know, in the literal sense. It'd be kind of weird. Nernroot! Alright, so that's 6. We need 10 to really get that going. Sheep, what are y'all doing? Okay, so... said there's one here, and then we want to go here. Nope, we want to go here. Where is it? Camp, Howling Cave. I want to go there. Okay. One sec. Alrighty. Let's go find that Nernroot. And have the Nernroot. A boar! Hey, that's like Sony Gaming. Boar. It's so funny listening to these PC and Sony obsessed dipshits complaining about Wolverine. I'm like, dude, what do you expect? Sony never made a good game. Never. Either they made a Mario ripoff, or they made, which won Game of the Year, or they make these wannabe movies. They're trying to be Konami at Konami's worst. It's just that the internet and the gaming industry is run by a bunch of fucking rich bots that just continue to regurgitate that graphics are the most important thing in the universe, despite the fact that the mentality of graphics instead of gameplay is what almost killed the gaming industry a second time. Because instead of having games like this where you just get a few weapons, magic spells, whatever, run out and slaughter everything in sight and complete quests and meet people and shit like that, instead of doing something that almost resembles a fantasy life involving somewhat strategic combat and whatever. And this is bare bones gaming. This isn't even like real like gaming per se. But instead of something like this or Fire Emblem, you know, like great games. Yeah, no, I already did that, but whatever. Instead of great games, what you have is these disgusting ass wannabe fucking movies where everybody's an ugly asshole and you don't really have any gameplay outside. Well, it's a first person shooter. It's a third person action adventure game like Zelda. Yeah, well, Zelda's got mysticism, fantasy, and puzzle solving involving items and weapons typically. Until it tries to become this, in which case you have weapons that break every time you fart near somebody. Now, again, I want everyone to understand this. When it comes to the innovation, when it comes to the pure depth of the mechanics and all the things you can do, I mean, to this day, people are still playing Breath of the Wild and doing things with shield surfing and shit like that and challenges. You talk about the extensive amount of gameplay. Any other video game series, if that thing was called like Nestor's Quest or some shit like that, it would have been like Game of the Year, but because it's a Nintendo exclusive, people just kind of look at it like, well, it's for kids. But whatever the case, Breath of the Wild, even Tears of the Kingdom, they're some of the better games you'll play today. There's no other way around that. Like, arguing that point makes no sense. Whether or not you like the game doesn't mean that it's not technically a great game or movie or whatever. Like, people on the internet don't get that because they're so self-righteous and pretentious. And because nobody ever told them no in their useless fucking rich boy lives, they can't figure out that maybe they're wrong about their opinions when they're trying to make their opinions facts and they're not based on legitimate facts. Those are great games, but they're Zelda games. So they're bad Zelda games. They're phenomenal games overall, as I've said, if they were called anything else. But Zelda has a format. There's a representation. When you sell something, you're promising something. So having the Legend of Zelda in there, and the only thing that's Zelda related per se is that it takes place in Hyrule, the main character is Link and he's saving Zelda. That's not good enough. Because there's a format. Whoa. That was pretty close. There's a sales pitch. There's a precognition or a pretense that I'm playing a Zelda game. That was not a Zelda game. It's not what Zelda games are. We're talking about something that's the difference. Like, if that was any other company, any other game title, oh my god, it would have been Game of the Century. Don't lie. Don't make it, oh, it's not any good. Why? Because, well, you don't like this or you don't like that character development. I don't give a shit. It's got nothing to do with the game. It's your opinion. The mechanics were solid. The gameplay has, and there's so much you can do with the mechanics. Yeah, as I mentioned. But it's just that it's not Zelda. Zelda's better than that. And you'll find out when the Ocarina of Time comes out. That's why I was pissed that everybody wanted to be obnoxious, misogynistic assholes when it came to... No, not gonna work. When it came to Zelda having her own game that was called... whatever. Echoes of Wisdom, because that was a legitimate Zelda game. That's what a Zelda game is, and there's a huge difference between that and Tears and whatever. Huge difference in quality and everything. And that game was really, really good. I really loved that game a lot. I played through it twice. It had mysteries to solve. It had areas to explore. It was a total Zelda game. But because, well, Link's got to be saved by Zelda. No, that's not really what happened, but... You want to feel that way, you feel that way on your own. Come on, where are the ghosts, man? Or at least one of you have ectoplasm on you. You could sell all this. Typically, I wouldn't make that claim. I could just pick this shit up. Misogyny in it, but when you say, oh, he's got to be cooked and all these stupid ass terms, no, you're being a fucking asshole. Potions! You can't make 2 potion. You have the pluralization skills of modern fucking influencers. That's not a compliment. Hi. Want to turn these things on? Alright, so this is just... And all there is here? Gold? Not necessarily, but it seems like that's all there is. But like I was saying, you know, you complain about this new Sony game, it's gonna suck. Wolverine's gonna suck because Spider-Man sucked, Spider-Man 2 sucked, every game they make sucks. They're not video games, they're movies. That's a big difference, and the movies aren't any good. But to act as if suddenly they got bad, no, they've always been bad. I keep bringing up Ghost of Tsushima. What the hell was so great about Ghost of Tsushima? When they were trying to make a big deal about the game, on Game Informer, it got a 9.5, and I'm reading it, I'm looking at it going, wait, isn't this just another Zelda ripoff? Another third-person action-adventure shit? But they were saying, like, oh, the graphics and the grass looks so real, and I'm like, okay, but what's that got to do with gameplay, man? What? Some jump. I didn't know you could jump in the water like that. Like, what's that got to do with friggin' gameplay? Well, the grass looks real. Okay, great. Well, you could play it in a Japanese 50s film noir. Okay, but what's that got to do with gameplay? So if all you're going to brag about is what it looks like, then that's not a great game, because that's all you got, is looks. But then you have these assholes that were going off on Ghost of Yotai because they changed it to a the kids can't even say woman. They have to belittle her by using a term for a child. How do I get out of here? And I'm going, yeah, but it's the same fucking game. Like, there was no difference in the game. How do I get out of here? So, like, what made the first one so great? Well, the main character was, like, the greatest main character of all time. And I love when they pull that one out of their asses. As if a good main character makes a great game. No, that's not what a good game is. A good game is not a great main character. And by the way, what made him such a great main character? He never talked. And in case you're keeping score, I was watching a playthrough of Ghost of Tsushima, which is like the greatest game of all time. And with the greatest character of all time. And all I can tell you about the main character was he didn't really say anything because they had to rip off Zelda again. And in the first like hour after he was betrayed and, you know, Sekiro'd more or less, in the first hour, he meets up with some old, ugly man-woman who's leading a revolution in feudal Japan. So how is that any fucking different? But no, it's bad now. It's bad now. It's bad now because they lost their way. Oh, okay. I always have that argument about Spider-Man. Spider-Man was Arkham, just not as good, because in Arkham you had to do detective work and you had to use his technology and you had to fight guys because he's Batman. Spider-Man, you're fighting like mercenaries and gang members, and he's like throwing them around and kicking them, and they're not dying. You barely have to put any effort into it. There were no boss fights of any kind. You just, every now and then, you ran around New York City, which didn't look like any Manhattan I ever remembered in my life. And you fought some criminals, you solved some crime problems, whatever. And then you went to the main storyline where they had aha moments. I didn't realize that fat, bald Dr. Octavius was going to be a villain. Oh, man. You caught me off guard on that one. Yeah, but no, it was different because, like, in the comics, he was friendly. Yeah, whatever, dude. It's the same fucking thing. You should have known that. But you don't fight any bosses until, like, some kind of dream sequence from Scorpion about 85% of the way through the game. And in that game, you played as a Miles Morales with no powers, pulling the sleeping dogs, and plain Jane. She was plain Jane Watson then too. She maybe a little cuter, but she was still rather plain. She wasn't a model or an actress, because apparently a woman can't use her beauty and her assets to make money and be the main breadwinner of a family. She can't do that. That's offensive. How dare you want beautiful women based off of beautiful women in comic books or whatever? How dare you? I mean, Mary Jane Watson was stunning because the whole concept was Felicia Harding had superpowers, more or less, and was gorgeous and liked to flash her tits. Which, by the way, in the first Spider-Man, the DLC, she was planed up as well and fully covered wearing body armor. Because you can really maneuver and use your superhuman strength, speed, durability, and flexibility in body armor. Can't have beautiful women. And they had this great back and forth, her and him, where two people who apparently were so intimate, he probably helped her get pregnant, are talking like, they just met. And she's trying to be cute. You guys would be fucking on each other with him trying to stop himself because he's in a relationship with a woman who, by the way, was made loathsome because most of the game was spent listening to her bitch and moan about him being too fucking oppressive and not letting her live her life and whatever. And you also had to play as plain Jane Watson in stealth missions, as she tried to be Lois Lane instead of being an actress and a model. Treating a character that's well known for being an actress and a model into like, well, we don't know that from the source material. It's almost like Norse mythology where there are 20 different telling. No, Dick. Everyone knows who Mary Jane fucking Watson is. Now, I'm sure there are retellings of different universes and everything, but everybody knows it. In every single Spider-Man iteration now, she's like, I can't even say that the very attractive Zendaya's version of her is Mary, because it's not Mary Jane, it's MJ. There's a big difference. Oh! Spriggins! Oh, that hurt. My intelligence has been drained. I've been killed. Intelligence can do whatever it wants. But the first game had those dumbass stealth missions. You played as Spider-Man about half the time, and then above all that, you still had to listen to all the whining and bitching of a so-called modern independent woman. But no, it's different. So you guys see the same. It's like The Last of Us. Last of Us 1, even I was impressed at first. Then I tried to play the game, and I was like, oh my god, this game's repulsive. But there was a DLC. Well, first off, because, it's appropriate to have 13-year-old young ladies looking at porno magazines. And they weren't making fun of their audience when the computer geek apparently is into male. The male figure. What, he came back to life? Where'd you come from? But then they had a DLC movie where she kisses a young lady and she likes it, because that's how sexuality works in this day and age. Yeah, she mentioned a friend, and the friend turned out to be a love interest. So then suddenly when the second one comes out, and it's the same damn game, now it sucks because, you know, women who are attracted to women and another woman who's jacked up on steroids. That's the reason. It's not that the game sucks originally, because it did. Just stealing off zombie apocalypse fucking obsession that the United States has. It's happening right now. No, it's not, dude. It's not happening. It's impossible. No such thing as zombies, I'm sorry to tell you. You gotta grow the fuck up. Is there... I forgot about this one. Is there a Switch or something? But, like, none of this matters because with the Switch 1, we're not talking Wii U where Nintendo released great games but nobody really knew about them because it was an obscure console. We're talking about the two most popular consoles of all time, despite what fucking Sony tries to sell with their stupid fucking PlayStation 2 just conjuring up 5 million sales overnight. Ultimately, the Switch 1 is the highest selling console of all time, aside from the Game Boy, I guess. And the Switch 2 is most likely going to be the next highest selling console of all time. So Nintendo is the place to be now. Like it used to be. Like in the old days. When you guys were claiming video games were better. It's because Nintendo was in charge. And now Nintendo's in charge again. And aside from all the great exclusives that we have already, Taproot. You're getting Duskbloods, Fortune's Weave, you had Splatoon Raiders. That's a Will-O-Wisp. That's not what I'm looking for. Won't get anything involving Ectoplasm on that one. But I have silver weaponry, so this is no problem. Yeah, it does this. Fucking thing. Will-O-Wisps just drain you. I forgot about that. I really got to get to 25. Oh, fucking come on, man. That is way too quickly. It's just... It's like I show up and I'm dead. Come on, stop. They have a bed somewhere. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Why can't I fight these things, though? That's heavy armor. Yeah, this is fucking nuts. All right. Let me get out of here. Where was my last save? Let's get out of here. It's not what I'm looking for anyway. I'm better off going to towns and just trying to buy Ectoplasm. So wait, where... Where is the exit? I don't feel like dealing with you. It's a lot of black bears. Can you move now, please? Move! God. Howdy. Yeah, anyway, like I was saying, so they talk about these so-called influencers. They talk about character designs and everything. I'm going, well, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave has some seriously amazing character designs. I want to say it again. I have vowed to not get off on anime, even though I keep trying to find anime that gets me off, which... High School DxD, I mean, I'm sorry. Date Alive, yeah, I'm trying to not have that happen. But one split-second shot of my beloved Leda from Fortune's Weave doing a dance, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to have to take that one, rescind that. Does Coral have... Because you're right here... Do you have an alchemist that sells ectoplasm? Because I'd really like that. I have only 2, right? Bullshit, I bought... Did I use one? Fuck. I shouldn't have... Fuck. Because I had 2. Why am I still hearing the battle theme? What killed the deer? And then even that, as I was mentioning one other time, even that somebody was bitching about, oh, it's not practical. Dude, who gives a fuck? Jeez. Okay, so we have a group of numbnuts that want to complain when they don't make women attractive and everything, and then you have another group of numbnuts that want to complain when they make women too attractive. I got an idea. Stop fucking complaining. Make your own damn video games. It's like these people that want to keep acting as if they're so relatable to everybody because, you know, they complain about how expensive games are. Dude, shut the fuck up. Don't speak for me already, all right? I'm poor. I speak for poor people. We don't care about having to spend $80 for a video game if it's a great game. We've done it for years. And as I've mentioned, when you consider the amount of money that was spent on video games in the past and base it off inflation, we should be spending about $120 to $200 on video games at this point with the way fucking the United States has inflated everything. Everything else in the United States is 4 times as expensive. Video games were $50 when I was a kid. What's the big $80? All right, so what do I give a shit? If it's a great game, I'll pay it. Like Fire Emblem is $70-something. All right, it's going to be a phenomenal game. I'll put $70. Cool. What am I going to do? I'm going to complain? It's not going to change the fucking price. Going to try to fight City Hall from the confines of my bedroom? It's not really going to make any difference. They're still going to charge that money. Yeah, I wouldn't spend $75 on fucking Spider-Man 3 or whatever because that game's going to be shit. I don't play Sony games because they're shit. If you spend $70 on that, you're an idiot. Congratulations. You've just won the award for biggest doofus. That's your problem, not mine. But to make it like a blanket, oh, it's $30, especially when you spent $150 on a special edition game 10 years ago, I don't want to hear you, man. Shut up. It's not going to change anything. Stop bringing that shit up. Next person that brings up pricing on gaming consoles, whatever, should get stabbed with a fork in the thigh. Really, I'm just they're too expensive. Then don't buy it. Yeah, Sony consoles are too expensive because they suck. They're shit. $500 for a Switch 2, man. There are millions of people that would spend that much money to play Duskbloods, Fire Emblem, Donkey Kong Bonanza, like play all these great exclusives of this game if they wanted. Lies of P if they were sadomasochistic.
My children are starving. Please help.
All right, hold on. Just tell me where the Alchemist station is. Oh, by the way, I gotta level up. It's not gonna do it there.
Spare a coin for the infirm.
Tell me where the Alchemist is, and I might think about it. I walk in here, and all I got is a bookstore. Come on.
Of course the Blackwood Company is violent. That's what fighting is.
Mind your puppies.
Hello.
Yeah, but it's not the amount of money, it's the quality that you're spending it on. Nintendo, you're getting top-notch, polished, beautiful games that play extraordinary, that change up even their own innovative mechanics from before. Everyone else, you're getting, hey, I've done this 1,000 different ways. What's the difference? Well, the storyline. Okay, well, the storyline doesn't mean anything because it's stupid, so what do I care? Playing a video game for storyline is idiocy. It's not why you play a game. Play a game. Storyline. Alright, so we can't... No, I can get to 100. Sweet. Still have a point left over. All right.
I'm thinking of doing some traveling, just to see the world a bit.
I've heard others say the same.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
Greetings, Imperial.
You would have to have ectoplasm, would you? You know, when influencers try to talk about price, I'm just like, yo, dude. Like, it matters to you. It could be $10,000, you'd still pay. Hey, you look at the PC gamers. Shit, how much money you gotta pay for that shit? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. The 1.3 billion PC... Yeah, whatever you said, man. If you want to count everybody with a cell phone downloading like fucking Pokemon Go as a PC player, maybe.
I've seen them. Good to know.
Well, I guess I can go here and sell some stuff.
Yes.
Hi, Honey Doll. Let's go with...
Can I interest you in some
I've
of
got
my
some
wares?
stuff I can sell you. Hold on a second.
An excellent bargain.
I might want to keep that for now.
A
Don't want that. Don't want that.
A good price for a fine transaction.
Wow, my equip load went up by a lot.
A good.
Okay, that is a huge equip load increase. Yeah, that's heavy armor. You have anything good? No. Way too expensive. Yeah, we're good.
Another satisfied customer.
You can satisfy me in other ways if you want. It's like the comedian years ago that was like, this stickers really satisfied people. Ever go, man, you need my stickers. Oh, thank God for niggas. Okay, let me just take a look. This is an inn, but they have ingredients. I can try it out. Just gotta get ectoplasm. I need 4 ectoplasm. Otherwise, this is not gonna work out.
Afternoon. Welcome to the Oak and Crozier.
Hey,
This
darling.
one is Talasma, your hostess. Our rooms and food are at your disposal.
What about your undergarments? Let me just say, let's go
I
with...
offer the finest goods
Yeah, this
and
is
lowest
not gonna-
prices in all Cyrodiil.
Damn it! Alrighty, hold on. I'll figure out how to play this game one of these days. Cure disease stays with me. These are gonna go to her. How much do you have? 50?
That's a fair deal. If
Nope, nope, nope.
a g- an ec-
I'm still at a high equip. Why am I at such a high equip load?
that's a fair deal. You
Nope.
tell your friends about me.
I will.
You do.
I'll say there's a lovely lion lady right over here if you want to look. Her type 1 body type is totally my type. Type fucking... I'm never going to get over that. Type 1. And it's not the only game that's done it. Other games have done it in the past. It's fucking... It's not Splatoon, guys, alright? Splatoon can do that because they're not really human. Good in trade. Try it out. I'm gonna have to go through something else. I really want to build up the Fighters Guild levels, but I need 5 ectoplasm.
Oh, hello.
Only the finest wares to buy and barter at Northern Goods and Trades. I'm Seed Neas, the proprietor. How can I help you?
Well,
Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest
you
you in?
fucking, you have nothing. Oh god. All right, well I can sell you stuff,
Drive
I guess.
a hard bargain.
I never really haggle, do I?
That seems a fair price.
I'm just trying to figure out what the hell's weighing me down so much. Well, I guess Huntman leather pants, that's
You
not
drive a hard bargain.
helping too much. No, I'll keep the missive. This is... it's kind of heavy, but...
You drive a hard bargain.
I got some hard for you if you want it.
Thank you for your
Alrighty.
patronage.
Well, I'm sorry,
Goodbye.
folks. I can't finish this quest just yet. Back on for more.